Welcome to the Lucrative Podcast. I am the host, the one, the only, Magneto 7 in the building. And it's early. It's mad early. This is episode 91. It's been a journey, but hey, I'm not gonna dwell too much on this weekend. I actually do need to talk about this weekend. I gotta talk about this weekend. But first off, I'm a painting man, designing walls, doing what I can. I'm a painting man, designing walls, doing what I can.
Hello. You have no clue what to do next, do you? And you haven't danced choreography since 2008 at your cousin's wedding. No, you haven't, but I can help you. What you need is a brand plan. Come on, say it with me. Brand plan. Okay, one more time. Brand plan. Yes, a brand plan is showing audiences the when, the where, the how, and the why about your brand. Got it? No worries. My name is Shamia Crawford, and I have grown my audience organically on social media. And I want to show you how to capture your brand and your service to attract the right customers for you. You know, just using my skill and my razzle-dazzle. But if you want that, if you want to get into the social media train, email me at jofarmedia@gmail.com and come aboard this train. Here we go.
I'm going to go to TikTok because we got a few people here with me early this morning. Shouts out. You sound like Samuel L. Jackson was. Why? I'm a fish. Like Dr. Dre understudy. Yo, I'm a fish said I like Dr. Dre understudy. I love Dre. Dre is cool. The first question that you had, you said, if you're talking through a microphone, why do you wear headphones? Was my original question. I wear headphones because I like to hear my mix. Whatever like when I'm recording podcasts, I like to hear like me through the headphones before it gets to like the camera, if that makes any sense. Before it gets to the camera, yo, devil's advocate, I'm talking about that. Matter of fact, I think I might open with that. I started a segment a few weeks ago where I'm actually doing some of the reviews on movies or TV shows that I like to watch. Now, granted, I got a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a wife. So I like to watch shows that either we all can watch or that kind of makes me think a little bit. So, yeah. But to answer your question, I like to wear headphones. Like, what I hear through this is not what y'all hear. I hear EQs. I hear the microphone compressed. I hear a little bit of delay. Like, it's fire. What I hear through here is fire. And then also, if I do any kind of like countdowns or if I do any kind of music interludes, I hear it through the headphones. So, and I normally hear it when I have my laptop. My laptop hasn't been on the set for what? God dang on 4 episodes. And when I have my laptop, I be giving y'all claps. I be giving y'all boo buttons. I be giving TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I normally go live from all 3 platforms at the same time, but it's just y'all this morning with me. And thank you for rocking with me. Thank you. For real. Thank you. So, welcome to episode 91. This weekend has been amazing. He said dry scalp. This weekend has been amazing because I think the women have finally sided. They finally sided with me. And I'm not gonna say sided with me. Okay. All right, let me rephrase that. I think the women are finally starting to see certain things the way men see certain things. As it relates to what we quote unquote agree on. I'll say that, right? Because it was a situation. It was a situation where Just Hilarious went on ahead and said something about it. Yo, I love Steve too. But Just Hilarious made a statement talking about trans women. Now y'all know from the Mad Lucrative Nation, y'all know on YouTube, I've been talking about this. This is nothing new. I literally said the exact same thing. I may have phrased it bad. Like the way I phrased it may have been terrible. But I said, women, I stand with y'all. I even said, look, why wouldn't I stand with y'all? I got 2 daughters, a wife, a mama, a auntie, a grandma. Like everybody got these things, right? And I just said, look, if I were y'all, I would start to question certain things that I agree with. Whether that's agreeing with it right up front or if it's just a secondary thought. Watch what you agree to. It's just like everything goes back to the paperwork, right? Y'all know how I like the phrase. If you're new here, gonna stick with me. I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. So it goes back to the paperwork. If you know for a fact you get this job, right? Everybody been praying. We've been praying. We try to, Lord, please give me this job. This job gonna pay me $85,000 a year for 8 hours of my time a day, right? And it sounds good for somebody that's making $30,000, right? It sounds great. Lord, give me $85,000. But for the person that's making $85,000, that sounds like trash. Yo, Lord, please give me this $150,000. God bless you with the $150,000 job. You see things a little differently, right? That's what happened to the women this weekend. So my wife came up to me and she said, "You see this?" I said, "Huh." So since Jess said exactly 85 is not good. Well, see, now hold up. I'm gonna go to TikTok for a little bit. I pay 40 for the. I can't say that last word. This is a somewhat family show. He said 85, or she said 85,000 is not that much money. See, now if you make 85 and over, of course it's not a lot, right? I agree with you. 100,000%, right? But for the person, like some of my mentees, right? Some of my mentees are only making like $40,000 a month. Not a month, a year, right? And they're probably in there, some of them might be in their like early 20s, mid 20s, right? And it's just them though. Right now it's just them. So make 150 is very rare. Exactly. Right. So so what they're talking about is inflation, right? It said 150 is very rare to make, but let's be real. With inflation, that's barely balling. Exactly. Right? I agree. I love it. So you need to be a part of the Mad Lucrative Nation. But anyway, so my wife shows me this just hilarious post. And I said, so how you feel about that? She said, it's wrong. This is just outrage. They're trying to take over women. They're trying to take up what we do, like trying to make it like women ain't nothing. Women don't exist. I said, okay. I said, how does that make you feel? It's just wrong. I said, okay, cool. I got you. So are women in a position to start speaking out against certain things that's counterproductive as it relates to womanhood? So, hold up. Let me go to Zach. Zach, it's early. I'm sorry, and I barely read good. I do take out the Steve Harvey with that. Nah, would you say you think more like a man or like a woman? I think like a man, right? And I'm gonna tell you this. It's sometimes it is necessary to have a woman's I can't get it out. Sometimes it's good to have a woman's view on certain things as it relates to I don't want to sound sexist what I'm about to say. But when it comes to an emotional view on certain things, right? Certain things does require emotion and thought and feeling into making the decision, right? I'll give you an example. If we are, good morning, Luke, what up? If you are in a situation where you are It's a life or death situation. All right, life or death situation. And you got this older person right here, probably pushing 85. And then you got this person right here, 25, 21. And I got to make a decision on who to save first. As a man, I would naturally go to the younger person because it's a longer life. I wouldn't be thinking, oh, that's somebody's grandma, that's somebody's granddaddy. I'm just thinking, oh, yo, he got a longer life. They're like touching the embalming fluid. It's almost time for them to ride out. I'm sorry. That's just how I think. So when it comes to womanhood and the trans stuff and the gay stuff and even the idea of an agenda being presented, and I said I did. Lucrative Nation, I'm sorry. I did tell you I wasn't going to talk about no trans stuff, no LGBTQ plus, but this weekend it came up. So I gotta speak on some of it. But I do think that the overall agenda, right? Let's go to the overall agenda. The overall agenda is just to divide people. Whether you're white, black, gay, Asian, Chinese, Mexican, Brazilian, German. The idea is to divide as many people as possible. And if you can divide these people, then they won't be productive in this area. If they're not productive in this area, then they're going to have a terrible life. If you have a terrible life, and I always like to go to the worst case scenario. Yes, sir, Joe. Yes, sir, Joe. Joe said divide and conquer. Exactly. So this is terrible. This is the worst possible option ever, right? But I love to go here when we start talking about finances, when we start talking about sex and preference, when we start talking about families, when we talk about food. If all I gotta say, if all the shit just broke loose, right, and a bomb hit, I'm gonna put a bomb sound right there. Boom, a bomb hit. You are down to the bare essentials: food, shelter, water, family, right? Community. You're down to those 5 things. Health, 6 things, right? The fact that I make 150, a million, 2 million a year, whatever I make, it don't mean nothing at that point. At that point, it's about survival. And if we're pushed to the point of, oh, I gotta survive and I gotta make sure I do things as much as possible, then I got to do the best things that benefit everybody as many times as possible, because at some point, another bomb might drop. And if another bomb drop, what we looking? How we looking? So that's why I've been like, yo, the whole idea of trans gay, the trans people don't like the straight people. The straight people don't like the Hindus. The Hindus don't like it's just stupid. So I'm just like, yo, all right, let's get to the bare essentials. What makes sense? And the women this weekend found out what makes sense. yo, Zach. Appreciate it, Zach. You're smart, but I asked a simple question. Yeah, so long shows me you think. Zach said, I think like a woman. I might, yo. I might be a trans woman. Huh? I might be. But anyway, anyway. So this weekend, I was just like, yo, I love the fact that women are starting to actually speak up, stand up for what just makes sense. I saw one woman make a post in the comment, and all of y'all that keep sending me stuff in the DMs, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna speak on a lot of it because, like I said, I was done with the conversation. Last week I was done with the conversation, and I was just like, yo, at this point, if anybody from the LGBTQ plus community or any other community, whether you're foreign or whatever, y'all want to come through and have a conversation on the podcast, I'm here. I'm always here. I'm open. Let's chop it up. But please be prepared for the smoke. And I don't even say I don't bring smoke just to be bringing it. Like I just like what makes sense. I like what makes sense. If I want to teach my kids anything as it relates to how to raise family, how to be a part of a family, how to take on responsibilities. I'm going to lean on a lot of how I grew up. How I grew up is from a traditional Christian background. It just is what it is. That's me. I can't really change too much of that, right? Now I will say I did have a conversation with uh Hindu priest. Random situation. Everybody know my day job, I do a lot of like inspections for the water supply. I make sure the infrastructure is good, and I just be dirted up, be sweating in the sun. That's me all day, but this a part of my job. So yesterday I had a conversation with a Hindu priest, and he had a long beard, and I was just telling him about, this is probably what's going on with your water. If you want to do this, you need to check this, maybe get you a plumber, come do this, whatever. So then, being that we met in the Hindu church, I had questions. Again, like I tell y'all on TikTok, like I tell y'all on YouTube, I like to have conversations that help me get an idea of why certain people are the way they are, right? I got some like redneck friends, like super redneck, that kill like deer with a shotgun. Then I got hood friends. That's probably the most stereotypical black person ever. I got upper class black friends. I got a lot of friends, right? So this Hindu priest, he was telling me, he said, well, what do you believe in? So I said, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus being God's son. And, that's all of my views lie in that category. So he's like, all right, cool. So I asked him about what they believe in, and as far as the Hindu, and I can't pronounce the name of the church. It's like a Shuin something church that the Indian people preach. Yeah. So he's telling me, he says, well, being that I'm from India, we believe in God being the infinite power, and not being a person at all. I said, okay, I can get that. I get it, but what do you mean? So he's telling me about, the Indian traditions and how they build stuff, and the engineering background from like, I think it's like 3,000 years ago. It's like crazy, right? So I'm just like, so this BC. So he's like, yeah. So then he's breaking down the religion, and I'm like, yo, I can dig it, because this is one thing I will say. All of my Indian clients that I have, whether that's from flipping houses, whether that's from us doing kitchens for them, remodeling bathrooms, doing these built-ins and like these elaborate bookcases and all this stuff, all of them normally have a bag. And all of them normally comes from an engineering background. So as I'm talking to this priest, he's like, well, yeah, that's a part of our history. Like, as far as Indians, we came up with this, and this. And then we derived from, like, I think you're saying Egypt. I'm sorry. If you watch the pod, I'm sorry. But I think it was Egypt or Africa or one of them, right? And he was just telling me about all the engineering background, and then he was breaking down the different religions. And I was just like, yo, this is fire. I love when I talk to certain people that can give me more information than I actually know, because I like to understand people. So after having that conversation with him, I said, I get it. That's why a lot of Indian people are engineers. Like, it's literally in your bloodline, just like it's in a lot of black people's bloodline to be creative and to do creative businesses, and that's there. I was like, I love it. So, women, I stand with you. See how I'm gonna go all the way back to it. Women, I stand with you. I still rock with you. Wherever you need Uncle Nito, whether you're the young ladies or you the ones in my age, the 35 and up, I'm here for you. Just let me know what you need. I believe all of the fellas from the Lucrative Nation will agree when they say thank you. I'll just say that, thank you. Like, y'all get it. I don't. I'm gonna read this post I made. Yo, appreciate the follow. I made this post on what's the new knockoff version of Twitter? The new knockoff version of Twitter. What is it? Yo, do you boil your Pop Tarts? What in the world? I'm sorry if you just the audio listener. There's somebody that's commenting on TikTok. They asked, "Do I boil Pop Tarts?" That actually might be a vibe. I saw a fried Pop Tart. I'm not gonna switch, but yo, all right. So I made this post on the knockoff version of Twitter, Threads. That's the name of it. And I got two posts I want to read. I might start doing this every show now because y'all liked it last show, so I'm gonna say it this show too. All right, Gigi, what's up? What up? What's the worst trouble you got into as a teenager? Ooh, that's a good one. So the worst trouble that I got into, I was in a lot of trouble as a teenager. I was terrible. I spray painted on cars, and since I stayed in like an apartment complex, I spray painted on cars and I spray painted on the mailbox. And one of the graffiti was fire though. I ain't gonna lie, the graffiti was fire. But my dumb ass put Mike was here. Dumb. I had to do community service for that. What else? There's so much stuff. I was just dumb. I was not smart as a teenager. By the time I got to college, most of the dumb stuff stopped. And I was super fat too. I was like massively fat in high school. Like I was like fat. They were like, fat boy, big worm. So I was mad fat. So I got in trouble a lot. I'm a rapper. Can you produce me? Hey, I paid 40 for the P. Yo, hit me up. Yo, please hit me up. Not graffiti. And when I say hit me up, like I'm dead serious. I love producing anybody new. If you're new and you fire, let's work. All the old heads is like in my age group. I don't really like producing them. Because they be trying to sell me lame ideas when they come to the studio. And I just be like, what is that? Yo, hey, bro, I got something for you. Then they try to come up with an idea. What up, Amy? They try to come with an idea that was hot in like 98. And I'm like, bro, pump your brakes. How about you jump into an executive role or a management role? Like, but yeah, please send me a message. I pay for the, you know what? Like it a lot. Hey, yes, live and learn. So, again, I told you I technically really need to be off by 5:30 because I got to go to work. Like, I really got to go to work. All right, anyway, came back home. Yo, Johnny got some jokes. All right, so I'm sorry. All my lucrative listeners, all right, I'm back to y'all. So, I made a comment. This is one of my posts. Like, again, this is going to be my thread edition. I think I might drop right here. The thread edition. All right. The first post I would like to read that I posted. And, that's a good one. But this is the first post. I said, it's crazy. I got it. What's my threads voice? I don't have a threads voice right now. I said, it's crazy how women let men hijack womanhood. Stand with women. How that hit? Did that hit? I thought it hit. I got a few likes. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. All right, the next one. The next one I said was, I got it. I see why men want to transition from being a man to being a woman. There's no need for immediate accountability. You have the ability to act however you want to act and still be protected. There's no need to weigh responsibilities on to wear responsibility. I ain't typed that right. There's no need to to wear the responsibility on your shoulders and the ability to show emotions without being called weak or feminine. What a hell of a trade. I like that one. That was a good one, right? Bro, think this is this is the only reason why I like to go live, because the interaction. I love when people just like talk they ish. Like, this is cool. I like that. He said, bro really thinks this is a podcast. It's early too. Like, all right, Everybody knows if you appreciate that, yo. But if I go live at night, we got music playing, we got topics and discussion. It's early, like mad early, so it's yeah. But anyway, all right. So, um, I got a few minutes. All right, so I really want to talk about. I really, really want to talk about They Clone Tyrone, right? Have y'all watched They Clone Tyrone? Have y'all watched They Clone Tyrone? I appreciate it. Say good sport. Yo, I done had mad people coming to live and be like, yo, get your fat ass off the screen. You still fat. Yo, I'll be 40 in November, yo. Like it's very few things that's really gonna just like get me there. It's a lot of things that will get me there though. It's a lot of things that will get me there. Don't spoil it. Okay, all right. I ain't gonna spoil it. I can talk about it without spoiling it, right? I can generalize. I'm gonna generalize this, right? So I'm not gonna spoil it. But I will say, I like how the movie was able to parallel what's going on right now and what might be going on in the future. That's all I say. Because I look at certain films like The Matrix, right? The Matrix is like a classic joint. Then you got any of the conspiracy theory type movies where people might be like, I can see that happening. That might not happen. But for me, when I watch certain movies, I'm like, yo, okay, if they put this in this movie right now, more than likely, it's either already going on or it might go on in the future. And I just love the fact that I'm gonna find out who the director is and see if I can get him on the podcast. See if I can get him on the podcast. But yo, Lucrative Nation, just for you, my username 5152725. Just for you, I'm not gonna talk about it this morning. Go watch it. And come back to I might pod again tonight. So if I pod again tonight, please come through. They always keep you 5 steps. Yo, facts. They all and I love to get into the conversation of who they are. All of them. And that's a whole nother thing too. That's something. What up, Herschel? But who they are, who them are, right? I do believe that there's always an elite group. I do believe that there's a power structure that has to be in place to maintain balance, right? I do believe that. But I also believe that everybody should have the right to level up. Like me, I had to, listen, I told y'all, I came from the apartments. Crackhead breaking in the front door. Just me and my mama. Gunshots at night. I grew up in that, right? Now, thank God, I moved states away, and now I'm in Atlanta, which I know a lot of my friends be like, they ain't no better. But in Atlanta, I was able to level up. I got a few businesses. I got a coaching services. We got a whole content. I wish it was earlier or later. Yeah, this early now. So I wish it was later. I would actually walk y'all through my whole content space. Like we got rooms and rooms of just space for people to come record content. That's what we do, right? My wife and I, that's what we do for people. We help them create content and project their businesses, and we eat a little small commission based off of what they generate. But anyway, so I do believe there's always a power structure that's just waiting. Just like, all right, in the next 10 years, what do we need to do so that we can make sure we maintain our position? Whether that's financially, whether that's family-wise, all of that. Step in the... Yo, and I'm sorry, yo, Mad Lucrative listener, yo, I'm sorry. I'm back and forth with them. I just sold my grandma's wheelchair for some scratch off. Y'all be joking too much, yo. I be thinking that y'all actually saying something serious. Y'all joke too much. So let's see. It's at 5:30. Do I have time for that this morning? So okay, this is one thing. This is a point I wanted to bring out. So with the Just Hilarious post, what up, Kendra? I hope all of y'all saw the Just Hilarious post. If not, y'all been sleeping under a brick, right? And I'm not talking about y'all on TikTok because y'all be shooting in the morning. It's too early to be shooting. I can't respond to these shots. But anyway, Just Hilarious, when she made the post, I saw all the beautiful women, white women, black women. They like, girl, I stand with you. Yeah, we got uteruses. We got monthlies. I'm like, okay. Now that y'all have this newfound information, and for me, if you are a man, you see anything that can be an op, and I know we like to use that term loosely, but anything that could possibly be an op, as a man, you want to try to eliminate the op. Or you can see the op there and you be like, all right, I know how to handle you. We good. All right. And keep it moving. Right. But for the women, I feel like a lot of women, just because of the nature of who they are, they will be friends with the op, represent the op, go have lattes with the op, go to Starbucks and go to Roof Chris with the op. Sleep with the op. Like, it's just like, yo. So I'm glad that women are seeing what men see. And look, before y'all try to do what y'all try to do, because again, I'm not here to divide. So I know the LGBTQ plus, the trans and all that. I know y'all want to try to come with the smoke. I'm not here for the smoke. I'm not here to bring smoke to none of y'all. I could care less what you do in your private time. That's on you, right? So I'm going to just say, we can rock or we can't rock. Either way, I'm good, right? So, like, because a lot of y'all, what a lot of y'all do, and I understand now, because I had a friend that kind of went off on another friend, and it was a whole situation. But I understand now. Bullying comes in certain forms, right? Bullying comes in a lot of different forms. One form of bullying is, well, I'm not going to listen to your point of view, and your point of view don't make sense. And being that it don't make sense to me, you need to be educated in what I want you to believe. That's not what this is, right? That's not what we doing. What I'm saying is this. If we gonna have a civilized conversation and live in a civilized world where everybody live together, everybody's trying to work and move in harmony, I can respect your point of view without you trying to sell it to me. Just like I want y'all to respect our point of view without us trying to sell it to y'all. Like, I don't care. I don't want you to care. That's where we at. And women, again, I rock with you. I stand with you. Paris, you funny. I saw what you did. That was good. And yeah, like y'all focused on the wrong thing, yo. Y'all focused on all the wrong things. Let me go to TikTok before I get off right quick. Can't have some of the same. Johnny. Yep. So this is one thing that I've kept posing. The question I kept posing is, why does it always have to be an emotional thing? You make me feel this way. You made me feel like this when you said this. Since you said that, I feel like you hate me. No, it's just like me telling my white friends. I tell all my white friends, I could be pro-black and not be anti-white. I rock with y'all. A lot of my white friends, we would be in the hole, in the sun, digging a water line back in the day when I was just a laborer, right? When I was just a laborer on the crew. Being a hole, digging. We out on call. The water shooting out the ground. It's cold. Like all the different conditions. We respect each other because of the work that we bring to the relationship. Right? Because of the work we bring to the relationship, we respect each other. I call him Unc to this day. It's an older white guy. His name is Mike. I'm not gonna put his last name out there, right? But I always call him Unc. When we call each other on the phone, I be like, "What's up, Unc? How you feeling? You good?" Let's see, Mike Hunt. Why you put the what you? Mike, I got on that last week. Mike put the watermelon and chicken emoji. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Mike. Oh, it's the same Mike. It's the same Mike. All right. See, I'm pro-white. It's the problem. Yo, and that's the thing. All right, this is the thing too. And I'm 37 minutes. I might be late for work, y'all. I'm sorry. I really gotta go. I really gotta go. But I'm just like, yo, can we all be pro-life? And when I say that, I know what y'all about to say. I already know what you're gonna say before you get there. But when I'm talking about pro-life, I'm saying, can we be pro-life to the point where we're all being productive? Productive members to society that's adding to relationships, that's adding to work environments, that's adding to humanitarian type of things, giving things away, like seeing increase in other people's life. Can we get to that pro-life? Can we do that? Because for me, like, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for Old Man Gibson. Old Man Gibson was my neighbor, right? When my wife, and a lot of y'all heard this story before, but for some of the new people on TikTok, I'll retell the story. Old Man Gibson was a guy that stayed in his neighborhood when we first moved over here. And matter of fact, we didn't even move over here. We were just looking at houses. And he said, well, if you need a house, that'll be the best house for you to get right there. And as I've said before, he had the keys to the house. He had a lot of, like, it was weird. It was weird how the whole thing worked out. But Old Man Gibson was selfless. He was selfless. He gave his time. He gave his efforts. He put us in touch with the person that originally owned the house. And he helped us figure out, okay, well, shoot, y'all need a house. Go ahead and get it. Now, 6-7 years later, we live in a house that we done did everything to this house. It's just different, yo. Like, we need more selfless people in the world so we could actually get some things accomplished. Because right now, y'all on the silly ish. And I don't like it. So let's do this one more time, just to backtrack. We don't care. And I'm saying gay, straight, single, whatever y'all are. We don't care who you sleep with. We don't care what you do with your time. Well, we do care what you do with your time because once you be productive. But all of your personal stuff, we don't care. What kind of person are you? What do you bring into this relationship? Whether that's a working relationship, a family relationship, what do you bring into the relationship? And if all you bring to the relationship is you need to see my side of the story, all right, you're bringing the wrong thing. Let's figure out some other things to bring. Because I think that everybody's starting to get it now. Women, I stand with you. I might put this might be episode 91's title. Women, I stand with you. How y'all feel about that? Oh, Jimmy, look. I just got into my trans bag. Yo, I was like, Jimmy, thank you. He said, Jimmy, what a wonderful chocolate man. I'm a chocolate man. Yo, Rev, what up? Dark Skin Chicken and Biscuit. I seen you on here before. What's up? Welcome. All right. When you fall, you trip over for a little, so you stay safe. I appreciate it, yo. Honey Mustard. My girlfriend cheated on me. What should I do? Yo, honey, McDonald Honey Mustard. If your girlfriend really did cheat on you, and it's just a girlfriend, get rid of her. It's a wrap. I don't condone. In certain instances, I would say try to stay with her. It's and very few. But if it's just your girlfriend, nah, she done. Be done with her. Headphones slipping now because of the grease. Hey, my joint, I'm a little bit greasy this morning. Jimmy. Hey. I seen you on every fried chicken line. Yo, I want to talk about Tyrone. I want to talk about their clone Tyrone, but I can't. I promised that I wasn't going to spoil it. I will buy you if it was. So, okay. That's a perfect statement. And I want to talk about that. Thick Brick 97. We're gonna put Thick Brick 97. We're gonna bring him to the stage. Bring him to the stage. Bring him to the stage. Thick Brick said, I would buy you. Thick Brick said, I would buy you if this was in the 1800s. Thick Brick said, I would buy you if this was in the 1800s. Okay. Oh, you said you're just talking. Okay. All right. I thought you wanted to come to the stage. I love when people come to the stage. But let's just address that. That's not just you. I'm not just talking about you, Thick Brick. I rock with you because you here with me this morning. You here with me this morning, so I rock with you. So, but for the people that feel like y'all can make statements like that, and y'all know who y'all are, because I've had to address a few of y'all on YouTube. Yes, I know who all of y'all are. If you feel like you have the ability to tell somebody you would have bought them in that time, in a certain time period, right? How is that not racist? How is that not racist? And I hate to make any show about black, white, anything. I even hate to address. I dislike addressing gay, trans, anything. I don't like it. That's what I told y'all last week. I was like, yo, this is now 3 weeks. This is 3 weeks I done went back and forth with y'all. I told y'all I didn't want to do this. But y'all keep doing stuff to make niggas talk. I'm sorry, all my conservative listener. Yeah, go ahead and just bleep it out. I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta say it. But yo, like, why y'all think that y'all can spit off? And again, this is not you, Thick Brick. I'm just saying, a lot of people come up on social media. Y'all come up on these platforms, and y'all feel like y'all can say what y'all want to talk, what y'all want to say. And I'm talking about everything. Y'all feel like y'all say what y'all want to say, and you see somebody like me out in public, and you be like, "Oh, you big." Yeah. Go ahead and talk. What were you saying online? It's funny. It's been a few panels that I've sat on, like music industry panels I've sat on, and I've talked about people's music and production, and we'll talk about what's going on in the industry. And a lot of the people that come to some of those conferences be having the most stuff to say on the internet. I see you on the ground. I take a screenshot of everything. I'm short, yo. I'm short. I'm only 5'9". Right? But I see y'all. And when y'all come up to me and you like, big bro, big unk, yo, you was saying some real stuff on the panel, bro. And I'd be like, hold up, wait, is this you? Was this you right here? That was you, right? What did you mean? What did you mean when you said I hope your family dies? What do you mean by that? You talking about me, right? This is my DM, and you sent this to me. So you bigging me up now? Cause I love when that happen. Cause we go hard. Hey, I go hard for mine. Never mind. We got. Hey. But yo, like I'm sick of the random back and forth that just don't make sense. Like, at least if you're gonna do something, and I'm sorry, y'all, like, Mad Lucrative listener, I know this ain't a regular show. I know for everybody that's here this morning, I normally have the whole outline. I normally have subjects and all that stuff. I be hitting them bam, 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 bam. But this morning, I'm just venting, right? But it's just like, yo, let's do some things that make sense. If you got to think too hard, if you got to really, really think hard about something, maybe you shouldn't do it. Or maybe you should. Case in point, this is one of the perfect things that you got to think hard about. Investments. Right? One thing, if I'm about to buy a car, a house, or give a family member or a friend a substantial amount of money, I'm going to think long and hard about it before I make the decision. Because more than likely, if I'm giving the money to a family or friend, I can't expect that money back. I'm just that type of person. Can't expect the money back because I gave it to you, right? And I shouldn't have gave it to you if I couldn't have afforded to give it. If I couldn't afford to give it to you, that's how I am. If it comes to investments, All right, am I going to see my return in the next year, or am I going to see the return in the next 5 to 10 years? Right? That's why I'm gonna think long and hard about that. As it relates to a car, if I'm gonna buy that car and I gotta make payments on it, right? I hate payments on cars. I hate it with a passion. Haven't had one in years, right? But let's just say I find that y'all know all the lucrative nation. Y'all know I've been looking at that dang on that 750. Oh, the electric joint. That joint fire. So I'm gonna still keep my pickup truck. Never getting rid of my truck. Shouts out to Ram. If y'all want to endorse a show, let me know. Right? But I'm going to make that decision slow. I'm not going to be fast about that. Something quick. This is a quick decision. It's 10 of us. We need to go out to eat. You want to go to Roof Chris. I like Roof Chris. 10 of us, we're going to go out to eat the Roof Chris. I can expect for people to look for me to pay for it. It just is what it is. Now, if I don't want to do that, or if I ain't really got it like that just now, like at the time, we ain't going. Or I'm not going. Me and my three ain't going. We ain't going. It say, what kind of man are you? I'm a strong man. Her said, what kind of man are you? This is a good. I haven't had that question. That's a good question. I am a stable man. I'm stable. I'm emotionally aware, right? I don't take no trash. You said freestyle. I can't freestyle. My freestyle is trash. I'll be 40 in November. I keep saying it. I'm old. I'm literally old. When next time you fly? Yo, you talking about Floyd? Did you just call me Floyd Mayweather, yo? My freestyles is trash. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna get one of my young boys. Cause this is about time. I'm about to hit episode 100 after tomorrow's episode, I got 8 more episodes and I'm gonna be at 100 episodes. So I might change the intro music to the pod. And I'm not gonna be podding from this studio. I'm gonna probably pod from my other studio after I hit 100 episodes. So, hey, I'm a freestyle on top, can't stop, won't stop, Rockefeller. I'm trash, yo. I told you, I'm trash. I can't, now, if you want some beats, I got you. What is her saying? Finish answering. Oh, okay, what kind of man am I? All right. I'm spiritual. I'm very spiritual. Country. And all these are things that would describe who I am, but like I feel like I'm ever developing. I'm always morphing into something new, right? If you would ask me the question, what kind of man am I in my 20s, I would say I'm a fast ass out here trying to get to as many different pieces of treasures as possible. I was just out here in these streets in my 20s, right? Musician, traveling to LA, to New York, to Miami, to Texas, to Atlanta. I was traveling, producing people, right? My mindset was just produce, have fun, meet as many women as possible. That was it. In my 30s, it's all about stability. All about stability, and not just for me. I believe in stability for everybody, like as far as like families. Like that's where I am now. So I'm just a well-rounded man. I'll say that. I'm well-rounded. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very sexual. I'm just aware. I'm aware of everything. Like I know what makes me tick. I know what makes me what inspires me. I know all of those parts of me. Yeah, that's where I am. Trucks. You in Alabama? No, I'm in Atlanta. It may have sound like Alabama because I'm a little bit country. Dude, what up? Aw. Thank you, her. DBL lover. See, if I was in my 20s, I would have named myself the DBL lover. I would have said BBL lover because this is a new generation. I have to say BBL. What up, Christy? But so, all right. So again, I guess this is the woman pod. This is the woman pod for the day. Like what up, Simone? I want urban women. I ain't gonna say that. I want black women to just start leaning into to trying to understand where black men are right now, and let's try to come together to make some stuff happen. Because I think when it comes to what we're currently being sold, whether that's with relationships, whether that's with our views, none of it is really made for us to come together as couples. Everything is made for us to be like this 24/7. Oh, you saw this? Like I be getting on my wife sometime when she do that and be like this. I be like, you on your phone like 30 hours a day. What type of women do you like? Let's see. That's a good question. If I were single, well, I can't say that. I can't even say that because I'm married. But you never stop. You're always gonna be attracted to everybody, right? So I'll say that. Not everybody. Not everybody. I had to let me fix that because they'd be like, oh, got him. He said he attracted to everybody. That includes men and women. No. Just women. But I can tell you, I'm just attracted to a intellectual woman. Of course, she got to be, if she's sexy, got that, that little cocoa butter skin, that little chocolate skin, whatever she got. I don't even, like, even in my 20s, I probably would have been trying to rock with some white women too. I ain't gonna lie. You hear it first on the pod. Yes, I have said it. But, yo, I love, it's something about a woman that, W cut. It's something about a woman that's just sexy to me. Just seeing how she is and being soft and being just, it's just something about a woman just make it go crazy. Cause I really do like women that's aware of who they are. I like women that bring something to the table. And when I say bring something to the table, I think we've gotten that confused with where we are in society now, right? For a woman to bring something to the table, at least I'm speaking from experience, from my experience. When a woman brings something to the table, it's not necessarily business. It's not her being a boss bee. It's not her taking on the weight of the family and this like, oh yeah, I got a real one because she could take all this stuff. That's not a attribute that I would say a lot of men, well, at least I don't look for that. I look for a woman that brings balance. I look for a woman that likes to talk about future things and project ideas that's gonna benefit both of us. I'm not looking for her to be the four-person that goes in front and makes the business happen and say, look, all right, look what I did. I feel like that's the man's job. I feel like it's the man's job to bring the deer, bring the whatever, the goat, bring that to the house, slam it on the table, say, look what I found. I went out and got this for the day. This is what we're gonna eat. I feel like that's the man's job. In whatever form or whatever capacity that is, that's the man's job for me. And again, I'm old school. I know some women might be like, well, I'm still a boss. I like my woman to be soft. Let her live in all her artsy stuff. Let her live in all her manifestation and this. Let me carry the heavyweight. I carry the heavyweight. That's fine. Let me figure out the projections for the income and what the next fiscal quarter is going to look like. And how is this business surviving? Are we going to be able to sell this business in the next 10 years? Let me do that. Right? Now I'm not saying, because I know a lot of my boss girls that like to be a part of the Lucrative Nation. I'm not saying that I'm disregarding her input as it relates to business. I go to my wife and say, what you think about this and this, and I listen to her. Right? But it's sometimes as a man, as a husband, as a man, you got to be the one to be like, all right, I'm going to take this to my wife. I'm going to see what she think about it. But at the end of the day, I got to make the decision, because whatever decision I make, whether that's good or bad, is going to land on me and I'm going to have to pay for it. So long story short, that's why I just like for my woman to be soft. I like for her to just be able to live in all her greatness and all that radiant, that listen, I could talk about women all day. CNN reports talk show Ellen. No. No. Are you serious? Let me look that up. They just said something about Ellen, and I'm not going to report it unless I know. Hold up. CNN talk. Let me look this up. I got to see this. Cause nah. I don't see it. Yo, if you got a link to that, Bo Jacobs, if you got a link to that, please send it to me. Cause I don't see that. Yo, appreciate it, Robert. Appreciate the follow. Who's the best freestyle in this generation? Oh, I'm probably gonna say somebody from Griselda, and that's not even technically this generation. I love Griselda, but probably somebody from Griselda. And I don't like to pick certain names because I rock with a lot of people. So I'm the guy. I'm the guy who acts. That's funny. I like that. I like that screen name. Y'all got me. I done got tied up with y'all. I'm gonna be late for work. It's terrible. Terrible of me. Well, not really. Not really. I'm not gonna have time to make no coffee. Hey man, do you like Mortal Kombat? Yo, way too exotic. I love Mortal Kombat. That's the age group that I grew up in. That's the age group. I appreciate it, Adam. That's the age group I grew up in, right? Mortal Kombat had me feeling like I was a ninja. I was like, I was like, you can. How was that? Was that Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? Mortal Kombat, you can. I can't remember. I'm gonna shoot my shot. All right, Adam. Now look, Adam. Now all y'all that's in the live, remember what I said earlier. Adam. Yo, this part has been everywhere. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, Lucrative Nation, I'm sorry. I will make it up to you. I might do an extra pod this week just for y'all. Bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, all right. I'm gonna end on this. I'm gonna end on this story because I'm an hour in. So I'm gonna end on this story. Way too exotic. All right, the funniest story. So I remember, I think I was probably in fifth grade. I probably was fifth or fourth grade, one of them. And the time of year comes up. Everybody knows the time of year, which is like that August, September time, right before Halloween comes up. Everybody says, well, what you want to be for Halloween? What you want to be for Halloween? What you want to be for Halloween? So I told my mom, I said, I am a Ninja Turtle. She's just like, no, you're not a Ninja Turtle. Like, you want to be a Ninja Turtle for Halloween? I said, no, I am. I'm a Ninja Turtle. I've always been extreme. So she's like, okay, you're a Ninja Turtle. I was like, thank you. So I'll walk around the house kicking stuff. She'd be like, yo, sit your ass down. I'm like, all right. I ended up getting a knockoff. Remember, I told you I'm half hood, half church, half hood. I remember getting a Ninja Turtle, a fake Ninja Turtle costume, and I was the most crackhead looking Ninja Turtle in the streets. My Ninja Turtle joint was just bagging. It was like a baggy Ninja Turtle outfit. And it was a cardboard Ninja Turtle shell that she had made. Yo, but I was still sold out to the car. Like, yo, my mom made me this mad unit. Like, I was a Ninja Turtle, yo, like for real. So, yo, way too exotic, yo, way too exotic. I said for real. I look stupid. I look dehydrated. Yes, but I was a Ninja Turtle. I was Michelangelo. I was definitely Michelangelo, and I believed it. I stood on that. So, yeah, okay, all right. So, this last thing is 6:00. All right, so all y'all know I love to try to end the pod on some type of positive note. Again, I know it's still a recession. I know we still out here. Last week I wanted to make sure y'all went over y'all 5 year check mark and see where y'all are with that or where y'all want to be with that. Um, I saw some of y'all's plans. That's not quite what I was talking about doing, but I will say, let's try to make sure that we're intentional about everything that we're doing for the rest of this week and next week. I think Fed Now is actually now active. I feel like Fed Now is active. So I'm gonna report on that. I'm gonna report on that probably next week. Yeah, Fed Now was active in July the 20th. It's active now. So if y'all out here swiping your debit cards, the Feds is watching. They own everything. They see it. Like they literally see it. Fed Now is the processing component that's talking to this bank and processing your payments so the money and all that stuff comes out faster. So you can't be swiping something and say, oh, it's going to hit in the next 3 days. They don't work like that no more. Fed Now is like immediate. So in saying that, let's be intentional. Let's figure out what we're doing with our businesses. If y'all don't have a plan, if y'all don't have content produced for your business, because it's necessary, holla at me. Y'all know all of the stuff is in the bottom in the description box. We are here in Atlanta. If you want to come through, if you want to come to my studio, let me know. And yo, till next week, peace.